Okay, so we have strength now. We can't use it until we get the 6th gym badge. Well, we have 6 gym badges. We do have 6 gym badges. Look at that. Badge is 6. We have 6 of them. But we don't have the 6th gym badge. There's a clear difference there. So we could go to Canalave and see about that. We're gonna need to go to Snow Point for rock climb. I think it's after Snow Point that the like actually big story stuff happens. Hold on, let's go take a look at the other outfits and stuff. Anyway, I wasn't done rambling. I wasn't done rambling about stuff that I'm working on. So, in addition to stream stuff that we're doing here, I mentioned that like I'm working on like 3 big editing projects right now. One is the Creators Collide episode of Civilization with Dark Deities director. Another is working on the video essay for this, which hasn't started like any of the editing yet. The script's not even done. Like the script's not gonna be done for sure until I've like beaten this game and like the playthrough's close to done. Like I am a little bit worried about being able to get out my video essay for this like before Legends Arceus. I should be able to, but I'm gonna have to commit to it a decent bit, which is easier said than done when I'm balancing other editing projects like this Creators Collide episode, as well as the last thing that I haven't actually mentioned yet, that I'm about to. Hold on, let's just see here. The stuff with Lancer saying, the situation with Pokemon Unite is certainly so. And Pokemon spin-offs really aren't what they used to be compared to a series past, are they? Let's see here. I'm also gonna make sure I'm not dropping frames. I really like the jacket. I don't like the skirt, though. Is the thing. Cyber style. Yeah, I kind of like it, but I also wish that there was, like, pants, is the thing. Winter style's pretty alrighty. That's pretty alrighty, too. I actually kind of like that. That's pretty alrighty as well. But I mean, these are all pretty darn expensive, because I'm kind of tired of seeing the Pikachu hoodie for so long. I do like it, but I do kind of want to try something different. Sure, I'll try this. Sure, yeah, let's put that on, I suppose. Sure. Weird looking like this. Anyway, the last big thing that's an interesting red stripe there. I wonder if that's a nod to anything or just a design specific for this. I guess we'll start heading to Canalave, whatever. I guess we'll start making our way over there, I suppose. But anyway, the last big editing project I'm working on. I mentioned before about how I was going to be starting Minecraft stuff on this channel very soon. In fact, by the time this is uploaded, it will have probably already started on the channel. But 1.18 recently came out for Minecraft, so I started I got the server up and running for, like, myself and fellow content creator friendos and all that fun stuff, and I wanted to wait until, like, some proper shaders and stuff like that were available for 1.18, like, what's Optifine released for 1.18 that lets you use shaders and such, and one of my fellow content creator friendos, Nuzlocke, who's on that server, who does, like, some pretty sweet Pokemon remixes, by the way, would highly recommend, he told me that apparently there's another thing that I could use called, like, Fabric and Sodium, that I could get these shaders going already, and I was like, really? And I looked into it, and I could, and I was like, oh! Because I was gonna wait before starting my series until, you know, I could run, like, really cool shaders that made Minecraft look bootyful. Oh, thanks, man. It turns out I can already do that, so over the past couple days, I've actually been doing my recording sessions. Let it rock, it's the rhythm of battle. Like, I already have, like, the first few episodes planned out for, like, what they're gonna be. And over the past couple days for, like, the first episode, I've been recording that. I have, like, my location and stuff. I've got my, I've been setting up over there and such. Well, this is certainly something, isn't it? How overleveled am I gonna be over here, anyway? That random camper was not there in the originals. I guess it's for, like, the new sticker thingamabob? Or something like that? For him to give you those, I suppose. But anyway, for like the first episode, I was planning on it being like, you know, a few different things, like starting at the because hold on, where do I properly start on this? The stuff on this server, we're gonna be doing a single player or mostly solo series on my channel that might occasionally have like a friendo on from time to time as a guest. We'll see. But we're also doing a co-op series over on Shuck's channel. So on my channel, we're working at, like, alchemy, chemistry, kind of stuff with, like, potions in Minecraft and stuff. Well, chemistry is probably the better better term, is what we'll say. Chemistry and science and stuff. And on Chuck's channel, we're working at getting like an autumny kind of restaurant up and running. That's gonna be like, have like all kinds of pumpkins and bees and all kinds of cool stuff. You know Sinnoh so well, you notice every minute detail change. Jeez. Well, I don't know Sinnoh that well. I know Sinnoh decently well, especially from having played Platinum recently, but not quite that well. But anyway, the very first episode, I planned on it being like, you know, I start out at the freaking base that I have with Chuck, and, you know, set out on my own journey, find a place to set up our home, and, you know, I'd have like a little mini exploration montage while I'm talking a little bit about the server and stuff. And then find the place, survive like the first couple nights or something like that. Clear out the area so that there's space to build, and then like build the base, and then bam, that'd be like the first episode. But I've already done like the first few minutes of the of like starting out in like exploration montage, and it might be subject to change. We'll see. But you know, I cleared out the area to have some space to build. And I took like over an hour cutting down the trees there earlier today, as a matter of fact. It was painful. I'm Harmonia, long time no see. Oh, you look puzzled. You're wondering who I am. My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die. Professor Rowan's assistant and Lucas's father. Father! The professor has like, upgrade your Pokedex, you see? So I chosen this spot on a hunch that you passed through. Harmonia, may I have your Pokedex for a moment? Let's see, am I supposed to put in the software here? Can't be that difficult to put software into a... Looks like your Pokedex doesn't need upgrading. Alright, lets you toggle between images of male and female Pokemon. Technology sure has improved lately. Wait, did this happen because my sequence broke? Or something like that? Like the game expected me to already have that feature? Like, by the time I reach like Sunny Shore or something? Is that dialogue that usually happens? When did I unlock it? Okay, I'll leave you to carry on with your project for the professor. May I also ask you to keep an eye on Team Galactic? The professor's concerned about what happened in Jubilife City. Probably nothing to worry over. I'll be on my way now. Yeah, grid-based away. It's so weird looking. Oh my goodness, I just now noticed that you have like a small flashlight that you're always holding forward. Weird. You play 118, you haven't yet. The freaking exploration is certainly something, I do have to say. But yeah, anyway, I spent like a really, really long time logging the whole area. And earlier today is when I actually made my base for the for that series. Made the place where stuff will be going on. I have like this mountainous area picked out, and like maybe a third of the mountainous area is a winter mountainous area. So I decided to set up my base there like a cabin because I'm Canadian and it's also winter here. I was like, okay, I'll make like a cozy cabin and, you know, have a place where I can be like warm by the fireplace while it's snowing outside and stuff. That sounds really cool. And my initial plan was to just make like a really small, like L-shaped little cozy cabin kind of thing. And then earlier today, I was recording and doing that for like 2.5 hours, and it was a bit larger than a small little cozy cabin. Like, Minecraft's one of those things you start building and you just can't stop. Like, the project keeps on getting more ambitious. I needed to refill my resources a few times, was the thing. And I tried out doing this weird thing with command blocks that was supposed to let me, have my other account that was gonna be the bird's eye view camera, like, be slowly moving as the time was going on, but it wasn't working properly, so I just set up the camera, like, still at a few different positions because I couldn't get the other thingamabob working. Maybe when, like, proper mods to do that for 1.18 come out, maybe it's something that I'll look into again, but this time I couldn't, so I got that done. And I am tired after that earlier today. Like, when I say earlier today, I mean, like, maybe half an hour before I started the stream. Part of the reason that I started the stream is because my hands are freaking tired of doing that. Because it's especially tricky because, you know, I only have one good computer, is the thing. Like, I have 2 desktops underneath my desk. One that I'm streaming on right now that's like my good fancy schmancy stream PC and stuff. And the other one is just made with like a whole bunch of like spare parts I had slapped together as like, hey, may as well put them to some use instead of them collecting dust. So because I only have like one good PC that can like handle the cool shaders and stuff like that, when I'm recording Minecraft, if I'm recording, you know, my own perspective and like me playing and stuff like that there, then I need to be recording and doing and playing on my good PC. But if I'm doing like the bird's eye view time-lapse thing, I need to log out of my account and switch accounts on my good PC to like the other account and log into my main account on the bad PC. And then I need to build on the bad PC while the good PC watches, essentially. So, like, the bad PC is a little bit laggy, and, you know, it's connected to this monitor over here. So instead of looking forward and being able to, you know, see what's going on right in front of me, I have to, like, turn my neck. So I have, like, my mouse and keyboard pushed forward to make space for the mouse and keyboard of the other desktop while I'm constantly looking this way. And I was doing that for, like, if you include, like, the tree logging and stuff like that, probably close to, like, 3.5 hours earlier today. And I am tired of having my hands on this desk with, like, the mouse and keyboard. My neck is tired from looking this way. And I just wanted to sit back, hold a controller in my hands, and just play some Pokemon is what I do. Whoops. Oh, hey, Harmonia. You gonna challenge the gym leader up ahead, eh? Someone should check to see if you're ready for this challenge. I just beat the 8th gym, like, not that long ago, so, that someone is me, my brand new gym. You want to see what gym badge I just got, Michael? You'd be impressed. I think you'd be impressed to see what gym badge I just got. I don't know what gym badge you just got, but I bet money it's not as impressive as the one I just got. I can be pretty confident of that. Oh, look, there's even the bridgey texture here. Interesting. But yeah, anyway, after I took so long on that earlier today, like, my initial plan was for, like, the first episode to be, like, setting out on exploration montage, finding the place where we're setting up and, like, setting up our home, and there's that. But the whole process took so dang long, and is gonna be, like, you know, so many hours of footage that I'm gonna have to, like, go through and, like, make a time-lapse out of and such, that I'm starting to think that I might cut up the, that into, like, the first 2 parts instead of, you know, the first part. I don't want the first part to be, like, 40 minutes to an hour, or whatever. We'll see what comes of it, I guess. So, that's what I'm thinking right now. So, you know, I'm kind of losing my mind right now over several editing projects. My university semester is wrapping up, and, you know, I've got finals to study for. Meanwhile, I'm trying to edit and get out this episode of Creators Collide in a reasonable time. I'm trying to formulate my freaking script and essay for this game so that I can hopefully get that video essay out before Legends Arceus comes out, but we'll see what happens. So that once Legends Arceus comes out, I can start focusing on making a video essay on that game, probably. And I'm working at, like, my first highly edited playthrough series that I've ever done. And oh my goodness gracious, because stuff like this is just me streaming on Twitch and then cutting it up into parts and putting it onto YouTube. And I've done, like, some YouTube-only series before, but there are also things that are just, like, do a recording session and cut it up into parts, like I did with Pokémon Issue Engine Rescue Team DX. So, you know, when it comes to the stuff that I do on this channel, it's like most of it has usually been, like, the time I'm actually streaming and playing the video games, and I guess, like, editing those into, like, making thumbnails and whatnot. But, you know, while the editing on things like video essays is more of, like, a side thing that not as much stuff is going on. But gosh darn it, where am I going with this train of thought? But nowadays it's like the other way around. Nowadays it's like I'm spending the most of my time on, like, editing projects and bigger stuff that isn't what you're seeing right now. And you know, this is streaming has become the thing that I don't know where to find time for, because I'm spending too much time editing now on other stuff that isn't this. Sure, let's send it to Kira and such. Let's see here. I'll read other stuff here. Usually make your house in mountains in Minecraft too, but stop doing it because of goats. I've seen a couple of goats there. They haven't given me any trouble or anything like that yet. But yeah, and welcome back, Reggie Bump. But yeah, let's see here. Crazy looking background. I don't really like the rival backgrounds, because, you know, all the other battles have, like, a whole dedicated battle arena, but the rival is always just, like, wispy weirdness all around. Like, at least this one has, like, stars and stuff, I guess. But yeah, all his mons are fully evolved by this point in Platinum, which makes him a real bastard to fight if you're not fully prepared. But in Diamond and Pearl, and therefore these games, he's much weaker, even though we already have our 8th gym badge. But I hope you're doing well today, Guzma. But yeah, let's see here. Sure, we'll stick out, I guess. We've gotten out of tighter spots than this plenty of times before. Don't take that out of context. I didn't know how to follow up to that. You know, our level's actually pretty darn close to his, all things considered. Like, we're higher level than him still, but, you know, our level's a lot closer to him than I thought it would be, quite frankly. Sure, they not expect you to have the 8th badge by now. This is true. This is definitely true. Beefer's growing some levels and whatnot. But yeah, after beating the 8th gym, I thought I would have been higher leveled here by now. I guess if I actually, like, grinded against the trainers on the way to Sunny Shore, I could have done it. Like, been way more over leveled. But, yeah, I'm telling you, lost. Speaking of the route on the way to Sunny Shore, I am curious now. What happens if I go onto that route and, like, try to go past the guy that we sequence broke with before? Like, is he just gonna keep on telling me that there's an outage in Sunny Shore, or what's he gonna do? Let's see here. Yeah, you're just a bit better than me, as usual. But listen up. But listen up. When you get to the Space Center, you can knock a planet down from the ceiling to get a secret item. That's a reference I doubt anyone's gonna get, but let me tell you who's gonna take on the Pokemon League and become the champion. You guessed right, it's gonna be me. Also, what I just referenced is something that, like, will play on this channel one day, but it might not be for a while. Anyways, you should be able to take on the gym leader here. Now, hurry up and get to it. Just the super quick turnaround and zoom away. Let's see here. Your Minecraft username on Discord? Yeah, can do, and I can add you to the whitelist of that. I see Lancer redeeming name a Pokemon. Name a Pokemon for what? Speaking of, one of the things I meant to do off camera, and I didn't, was to actually name Shinespark Shinespark. I didn't actually do that. I meant to. Should I do that, like, right now? Where is it? It's like, I don't remember where it is. It's Pastoria? No, that's a move relearner. Veilstone, I want to say? I don't remember. I don't even know. Taking the name for the Riolu egg you get in Iron Island. Ah, the one who took the name of that Riolu in our Platinum playthrough was Spirit, who just said, like, name your next Pokemon Spirit, which just happened to be that egg. Was the thing. So, yeah, we had Spirit the Lucario in Pokemon Platinum. Is what we had. But yeah, let's see here. Canalave's gym does not look good in this game. The floor texture, we'll see what it's like. I already healed and whatever. I'm doing it again, just in case I didn't, because it was mine. Heard you talking about Pokemon Mystery Dungeon earlier. I was just talking about, like, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Rescue Team DX doing that as a YouTube series and whatnot, and also, you know, missing the days where, you know, Pokemon had, like, a lot of different spin-offs that were made by, like, a lot of different companies. Why am I accessing the PC? Is the name raider in this game. Huh. Interesting. I'll just give Shinespark the proper name at some point when I recall. On the topic of Mystery Dungeon, at some point when my game schedule is later, I do plan on, like, going through the whole Pokemon Mystery Dungeon series at some point. Like, we've played Pokemon Mystery Dungeon 1, 2, 4, and, like, 1 DX. So, because of DX, I feel like 1 is done. We don't have to go back to Blue Rescue Team. My Blue Rescue Team playthrough is, like, hella outdated. This is the tuber I was trying to get the Surf on Land glitch at, like, way earlier. I just couldn't get it for the life of me. Sneak on past you. So we don't ever have to come back to Rescue Team, because even though my Blue Rescue Team playthrough is hella outdated, there's the better playthrough anyway with, like, Rescue Team DX, because that game isn't perfect, but in my opinion, it's, you know, there's nothing in it that's worse than the original games. Like, everything is better, in my opinion, in regards to that. So you don't have to do that over. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon 2 and 4, I have never, like, done the post-game for. Like, those were playthroughs I did, like, really early on. That was, like, pretty brand new content creator kind of stuff. So, rather than going back and doing the post-game, at this point, it probably just makes more sense to, like, do those playthroughs from the beginning with, like, more updated and better quality compared to, like, the early days that I, do there. And 3, I've just never done on this channel. That's the thing. Gates to Infinity is, a video game that exists, to put it one way. But, one day we will go through Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Sky, then Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Gates to Infinity, and then Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, or Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon. I don't know how much post-game Gates has, but for Explorers, and Super for sure. At least for like the rest of their story content they have in their post game. I would for sure be doing that because I never even did that in my original playthroughs. So the day will come that I go through all those. And anybody who's interested in it right now can find like my old playthroughs of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, Explorers of Sky, and Super Mystery Dungeon. But it is old, and the quality sucks. And my microphone sounds like I'm on Mars or something. Those were the days. Those are the early streaming games. Think you pinned name a Pokemon for a Mystery Dungeon game back in the Dark Souls era? Maybe you did? Maybe. I'm not sure. What happens here? He's facing this way now. Wait. Oh, wait. He's always facing that way. So, I come through this way. Stop. Yes, you just Lakeshore City, which is down this road, had a major blackout. Crews are working on restoring power, but the road's closed now. I was just curious what would happen. I just kind of wanted to see. I think I like about Gates were the puzzle rooms they had occasionally throughout dungeons. It's been a long time since I played Gates, so I don't properly remember, honestly. But I think the one big thing I remember about Gates were the freaking circles that there were. Like, you turn on the 3DS camera and you point at something circular and it brings you into a dungeon. And it was like... it was just so dumb. But, like, what... It was from that kind of era where, like, Nintendo IPs were doing things just for the sake of, like, it was possible on the technology, rather than it being any good. Like, like the freaking Nintendo DS Zelda games are a good example of that. What if the only way that you control Link and get him to, like, move around and stuff like that is, like, tapping, control, touchscreen kind of stuff? Or, you know, the insane push there was for, like, make everything motion controls during the Wii era. I feel like the Magna Gate thing where Bob with, like, turn on the 3DS camera and point at something circular was from the, you know, both the early days of the 3DS and the early days of the Wii saw, like, a lot of games under Nintendo's name pursuing, like, all kinds of stuff just because it was possible, rather than pursuing stuff because it was any good as a mechanic, you know? So, there was that. I looked at this gym and I straight up thought it was, like, the original, like the original model for a hot second. It was like a 2D thing. I honestly thought that for like a brief moment. While he was streaming the PMD Adventure Squad, oh gosh, I completely forgot about that until he mentioned it to me right now. I've honestly thought about doing it, like if I do like a complete Mystery Dungeon series, but like, you know, it's not a quote-unquote real Mystery Dungeon game, so like, there are English patches for it though. There are technically English patches for it. Apparently, it's just like Mystery Dungeon in terms of like gameplay, as like a weird mini Mystery Dungeon thingamabob, but I don't think it has like much of a story at all. It's not like a tried and true Mystery Dungeon game. Let's see here. But yeah, the gimmick was 100% optional about the actual problems, like how Mamoswine is the only free Gen 5 mon that doesn't have a story important character in his lineup. Is that a thing that happens there? And is that actually a major problem? Because I don't remember a lot about Gates to Infinity. I do remember the whole weird circle thing though. Don't you dare, Guzma. Don't you dare be saying blasphemy like that around here. I will not be hearing any of that. Oh my. Let's go get our 7th gym badge, I suppose.